All right, so on Judgment Day, hold on. So yeah, on Judgment Day, you cannot use prophecy as an excuse. You cannot. You cannot tell Jesus and God, okay, God, oh yeah, it was prophecy, so that's some bullshit. No, you can't use that as an excuse. You can't. It's sad, but is prophecy a thing? Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you can't use that as an excuse. We got a free will. So you can't use that as an excuse. You can't. Like, it doesn't change the fact that we have a free will. That's the thing. That's the thing. God created us with a free will, so it doesn't change that fact. It doesn't change the fact we got a free will. So, yeah, does God create the devil to do what he did? Yeah, but is that prophecy that what God did? Yeah. But still, like, you gotta understand, prophecy cannot be used as an excuse. It can't on Judgment Day. It just can't. Nobody can get away with anything. That's the thing. Nobody gets away with anything. And this is called, part of it is because God has to be a fair judge. God has to be just, and, even if it being prophecy, it's still got to, it's still got to go down because guess what? Everything has to be judged according to the truth and according to God's will and according to what's right. And if you did a lot of like sick stuff to God's people and you on Judgment Day saying, oh yeah, it was prophecy, so that's some bullshit. Well, you still got to reap what you sow. And if you never truly followed God and the road like Jesus and really went all out for Jesus' kingdom or do nothing for God, you setting yourself up to be told what's that saying? Depart from me, I never knew you type shit. Because guess what? Like that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And people gotta accept that. Get out of their feelings and accept. Okay, it may be prophecy, but I'm not wrong. God's not wrong. Still, at the end of the day, God's not wrong. Like, for real, God's not wrong with this shit. Yeah, that's just the truth. And that's what I really wanted to say. It was basically prophecy is not going to be used as an excuse because we still have a free will. And, everybody, honestly, does God control everything? Yeah, God's the creator. But at the same time, everybody got a free will. We all got a free will, and we all got to answer to God on Judgment Day. And, that's why there's people like me out there, because I'm trying to warn people about heaven and about hell and all this stuff and about everything. Because it's not a game. It's not a game, It's not. And, you can't just sit here. That's like that. You can sit here and be like, oh yeah, let's do Casey dirty because it's prophecy type stuff. See how God look at things. See how God looks at things. God judges things. It's like you might as well just say like, oh yeah, not following me was prophecy. See, look at it that way. Like, see how God look at it. You think that's fair to God? That it's prophecy that you can't follow Him and truly submit to Him and worship Him, whatever it may be that you need to do for Him. You think that's fair to God? That's not fair to God. So it works. It works the other way around with that. So just saying. So yeah, prophecy is not an excuse. Much love, peace.